So for today's video, I would like to talk about the effect that this harassment and stalking has had on my life. I was working on my YouTube channel, I was working on my eBay reselling business, and just making such big plans, having a great time with my mom and my family, and then this disruption happened. But one of the things that I would like to do right now is play one of the videos I had, because what I did was I was working on videos that had sort of a psychological twist, a little simple animation, and it was really fun for me. So someone asked me, well, why did you do body language videos? Well, I said the reason I did it was because it dealt with empathy, human empathy. I work in industries where you must have empathy. You must be able to connect with other people. And you have to be able to read what they're trying to tell you. And that takes time, it takes patience, but most of all, it takes empathy. You have to be interested in what other people are feeling. And it's not just for sales, it's for anything. It's for any customer service, of course. But it's just for life, to be able to connect to other human beings, you must be able to have the ability to care about how that person is feeling, how that person is reacting to what you're saying. And this is why this video meant something to me. And it was really one of my videos that I, kind of didn't expect it to really be anything, but I was happy that it became a little something. And I'm going to play it. I'm not going to play it I'm going to speak over it because I uploaded it so you can actually see the video on its own. But I would like to talk over it and just kind of give you an idea of why this video meant something. So here, let me play this video. And I'm doing this way because, of course, I mentioned before, I don't have internet service. I only have my cell service. And so it's a little, I know it looks weird and it's, kind of pieced together, but that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now, piece my life back together. So why this video meant something is because when you're dealing with customers, when you're dealing with other people, even animals, you must be able to read social cues. You must be able to see, well, is that person interested? Is that person someone who isn't interested? Is that someone who is enjoying what you're talking about? Is that person making a connection with you? And that goes back to what I'm talking about in terms of what I'm going through right now and what my mom is going through. If you are being stalked and harassed and the person knows they're making you uncomfortable, that person is clearly telling you that they have no concern about how you feel. And that's something my mom mentioned, and I thought it was really insightful. She said that the people are making extreme eye contact with her, making sure that she notices them. And even though it's making her uncomfortable, they continue to hold that contact. And one of the things that happened around this whole time is that somebody, and I'm not going to go into the whole details of this, but I'm just going to give you an idea. Somebody did something that made me uncomfortable. And when I reacted to it, the person twisted it around and made it seem like, well, I shouldn't feel uncomfortable. That's exactly what you don't want in someone, a lack of empathy. Because most of us, what happens is if you do something and someone says, oh, that really makes me uncomfortable, you say, oh, I apologize, I didn't mean to do it. And then you say, okay, and that person normally says, all right, I understand, you didn't intend to make me uncomfortable. But when someone is trying to gaslight you or trying to make you feel something, then that person doesn't react that way. And you just, and it's one of the things that we know about human beings, that when we feel an emotion, we don't have the ability to completely conceal that emotion, I'll say. Our emotion, we normally convey it either voluntarily if we want the person to know, or definitely involuntarily. So you don't really always have control over those emotions. So when someone isn't reading your emotions or just doesn't care about your emotions, you know that there's a lack of empathy. There's a lack of ability to connect to you as a human being, to feel what you feel. To I guess the easiest way is, you know, the old saying goes, to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, where you can just say, well, how would I feel if that person did that to me? How would I feel if I'm going through that? So one of the sad parts about this, and the other day when I was playing this video, it had like a weird noise. It wasn't my phone. It was, this is my point. Like, if you watch the previous video, this video online, you'll see that there's no weird sounds. I did meditation videos. I couldn't have weird sounds in the background. And that's what's so weird about this thing. So this image is supposed to convey how you're puzzled. You're looking for clues about how someone feels. You're looking for ways that your actions are affecting those people. So you're looking for how that person is reacting. You're looking for a reaction, but not in a negative way, in that human empathy way. And I'll even say that it's not just about humans. Most people have animals. If you have, especially dogs, and I'll say cats, they always convey their emotions, because I guess because they don't speak English or any language. I won't say they're nonverbal, because they can be very verbal, but they don't speak a language. So you see, if they turn their heads, they wag their tails, they beg, their postures change. So you're looking at, they make eye contact. So all of these things could be applied to most other creatures that we interact with. And so when people don't care about your body language, they don't care if they're making you uncomfortable, they don't care how you are going to be affected by them, that's really a bad sign. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just somebody who's been around customer service a lot, sales, and I have an interest in psychology and a background in psychology. So I'm just saying this just from experience, and just from, just that perspective. And I'm saying that that's why this is so horrible, because anyone who can allow you to suffer and take joy in it and take pride in it shows a lack of basic human empathy. And that's something that would be not only a red flag, I think a red flag is an understatement. That would be alarm bells going off. That would be red neon lights going off. That's really a bad sign. So I hope that this will help someone. And I hope that you get a chance to definitely check out the reading male body language video to find out more about, what this video discusses. And I think that if you're like me and you're going through this and you're fighting every day, you need to take these moments out from the fight and go plug back into the other things in your life. And I'm going to do that. I'm slowly trying to rebuild. I'm slowly trying to get back to business, and I'll be uploading hopefully new videos, if not on a daily basis, then more frequently than I have been. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos, and I really appreciate your support.